season. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Trojans offense will have the first crack at it in this one. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did. He was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend him.
Right, and that's the problem. It's so hard when your best playmaker is a tight end to plan for him, because how you treat him is everything, and they can still run the football with him, and they can still throw it to him, and he's just a nightmare matchup. And you want to slow him down, like make some of those easy touches a little bit harder for him, but you know he's going to get hits.
These fans touching the figurative hokey stone, doing their part to help out on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. And the Trojans decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So the Virginia Tech Hokies offense will now get its first chance with the football. They give it to the freshman, his first carry. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Keeps it on the option. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Well, this is a quarterback who has outstanding running ability, and he's hoping the defense is going to give him an opportunity to tuck this football and get upfield, but there was nothing there. You saw him that time. Hold on to it, hold, hoping someone on defense was going to get out of position, but nobody did. Really nice job by the defense that time. Playing assignment football against the option, and everybody staying home.
The Hokies will line it up on 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Reynolds. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
And nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hawkins. Working their way closer and closer. A third version, and they've got it at the 26. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. They're going to ride this running back. Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21. Guys, let's step back here and chat Virginia Tech. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's got it on the right. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. And the Hokies go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Finds his man. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Got a man. Touchdown, Hokies! They put the first points on the board. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. Off the play fake on first down, to throw. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
That's just not the start you're expecting to see from this guy. Obviously, it's a big game. There's a lot of pressure. The crowd is loud, but we've seen 2 drops in the first quarter from this guy. He's got to crank it up.
Got his man on the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The run inside. It's Jordan. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human, keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
On third down, he drops to throw. Dumps it to the back. Another incompletion on third down. The Trojans will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in at the 40. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Catch in the middle. It's Reynolds. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. The sure hands. It's Brown. He picks up the first down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Hokies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Hokies look to keep this drive humming. Running inside. It's Overton. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. On the run, it's Hawkins. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. And they take it in for 6 more points.
It does not take this offense long to get going. We've seen 2 drives. We've seen 2 touchdowns, David. They are so explosive. They've got so much speed all over the field, and they're lighting this scoreboard up early.
Hey, you better find some answers defensively. Right? You better find a way to slow them down. And how about this next possession for your offense? Like, coming on the field, you can tell. As an offensive coordinator, you got to feel it. Like, my defense is not holding them down right now. We got to put together a drive, get some points on the score in this next possession.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Gets it out fast. Turning it on. Gives him the big stiff arm. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
Okay, here's the bad news. They're down by a lot of points really early in this game in the first quarter. The good news is there's a lot of football left. The better news, they finally get a big play through the air. That's the kind of play that can spark some confidence and completely turn this thing around. They got to keep that up.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to fire on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Jordan. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter. That's it for this period, and it's Virginia Tech on top. Let's take a look at the numbers, and they have jumped out to an impressive start. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jordan. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Unloads to the right. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. Sandman entered earlier, and now they're trying to make it go night-night on this 3rd down. Stepping to the right, throwing on the run. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Good, right down the boulevard. Now the lead is down to 11.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it out. It's Heath. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Virginia Tech opens this drive as the offense looks ready to go. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
Oh, what a nice run. He's showing you his athleticism there. You guys remember back in the day when we were calling a game here, and the all-time great Virginia Tech running back Kevin Jones came up to the booth, and he got into a vertical leap contest with Pollock. It was awesome. This guy on the field, man, he's got so much skill and ability. He's strong, and he's fast, and I think he can also out-jump Dave.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. That's caught. It's Reynolds. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing it.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Soft spot in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, this is not the plan that they drew up defensively. Like, they're trying to get stops, trying to get them off the field. They finally get them to a third down situation, and they still can't execute. So slow start for this defense. They better find some answers because they've already dug themselves a hole.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
They'll move the tight end, trying to move them on the counter. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Trying play action. Slings it downfield. The sure hands, it's Brown. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
It's going to be fun to watch this team here in Blacksburg now with James Franklin coming over as head coach. And it's really key that they get this quarterback thing right. Honestly, they have not been dominant at that position consistently, probably going back to Mike Vick, back in, the late 90s and 2000. And so, new era on offense. It's all going to start and end with this guy under center.
Ethan Grunkemeyer, he comes over from Penn State. And here's the interesting thing about that, Paul. When you talk about Virginia Tech looking for that quarterback identity, James Franklin really couldn't find it at Penn State. Can he find it in Blacksburg? Bringing a lot of Penn State guys with him, a lot of excitement about this program, a lot more buy-in, and we know as well as anybody, Palmer, calling games in the atmosphere that is Lane Stadium. That place will absolutely rock.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Damn it.
Absolutely center cut. A penalty marker is down. If this is on the defense, the offense is going to have a choice to make. Do you dare take the points off the board and go for the touchdown?
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
That is exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it. Don't create a turnover down here in the red zone. We still got a few more downs to go. Nice job by the QB with the decision-making.
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger.
Hey, listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trying to knock him.
Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Gonna take a shot at this DB. He's got it. good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
And with the extra point, they close it to 17-10. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Fielded in the end zone. It's Heath. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, and settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here.
Quarterback Keith. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
He's got his man across the middle. There he goes. They finally get him down, but the explosive play has them set up as we get set for the final 2 minutes of the half. The Hokies will snap it on 1st and 10. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Throws to the wideout. That's reeled in. It's Brown. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
And the Hokies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Caught behind the line. It's Green. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to run. It's Overton. Nice move to pick up yardage. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies!
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They'll run play action. Looking down the middle. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Unloads to the wideout. He put that one in harm's way, and it's wadded down.
Good play call offensively, and that's the right place to go with the football if you're the quarterback, but just a better job by the defender knocking that ball down.
These fans touching the figurative Hokie stone, doing their part to help out on 3rd down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the Trojans will line up to punt it away. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Pulls it in. It's Overton. Clock stops as Virginia Tech calls its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. Virginia Tech wants to take a moment. They call their second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Looking downfield on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Going to try to get it himself. This one's complete. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And the field goal unit is on the field. And he's already put one 3 spot on the board. He'll try another one from 25 yards out. And this one is perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's start with TCU taking on the #1 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes.
The Trojans will boot it away to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Williams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. What do they have to say coming out of halftime, Holly?
Checking in with the Hokies head coach at the half. He is thrilled with the play of his quarterback. No turnovers right now. They have been clean and efficient on offense. They've got a lead. Let's see if they can continue that here in the third quarter. I'll keep you posted on the vibe down here on the sidelines coming back. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Tight end now in motion. The give on the counter. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense, getting the sack, getting the fumble.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Pressure coming. Makes the grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Trojans. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Here on the Virginia Tech sideline, there is so much excitement from these players. This has turned into somewhat of a shootout. The offenses continue to score, but I have seen some of the defensive players say, we have got to turn it up right.
Makes the catch, and he's free. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. The run inside. It's Overton. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Oh, he's got some space. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. And the Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. Give to the back. Got a little grass. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. He's looking to throw. Pocket breaking down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Hokies will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Running inside, it's Jordan. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll move the wide receiver. To throw, it's Mayava. Unloads to the wideout.
Bro,
He got his
pensavo a
hands on it,
Sender.
but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Punt is in the air. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. Holly Rowe has an update.
Here on the Virginia Tech sideline, they are really hyping up their quarterback right now, guys. You know, they weren't exactly sure what to expect from this young player going into the game, but he has delivered over 200 yards passing. He has proven to be someone they can count on. The coaches keep telling him, poise, composure, keep it going. This young guy is showing what he's made of. Back to you.
All right, Holly. And he swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10 as we are getting this season underway in the opening week. Keep it on the ground. Here's a little room there. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hawkins.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Finds his big tight end. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in.
Bro.
They'll bring him down, but not before a spin cycle. And the Hokies are marching down the field. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Makes the grab, it's Reynolds. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Somehow fits it into a host of defenders. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. They'll try to run for it. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Man, that's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in 3rd and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, like, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on 3rd down.
The Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it. It's Overton. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Working that left side now. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up 3rd down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
Keeps it himself. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
They'll give it to the transfer. First carry. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. And after the turnover, there's a man still down, and we have an injury on the field. That's the sophomore safety that the trainers are taking a look at. We'll let you know how he's doing as soon as we find out. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. On the run, it's Jordan. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
Damn it.
What a play to set him up.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. That last drive and the turnover, not what you're looking for when you have the lead, Jesse.
Yeah, and really, I think for them, it's just staying out of their own way. They're making plays. They've got the playmakers to go and win this game, so it's just a matter of executing better, Dad.
Executing better, understanding I still got the lead. Put a drive together here and build on that lead.
Going to the run, it's Davis. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Hokies line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grabs it in the middle. Touchdown, Virginia Tech! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
And they did tack on the extra point. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. His drive will open from the 15. The run inside. It's Jordan.
Bro,
He's
that's not the play I picked.
behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run.
Oh, I did pick up. Yeah, sure.
After your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Here comes the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. And the Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes the catch at the 45. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Here on the Virginia Tech sideline, this offense has been a big storyline here today. We did not expect them to be so proficient against one of the top defenses in the country, but here we are. A big blowout. They have the ball and the lead. Coaches keep talking to the players about finishing strong. We'll see if they're able to keep up that momentum here today and get the upset. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Running inside. It's Overton. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. Creates a little room. Thrusts that arm out. He's got enough for the first down, and he might get a few bonus yards if they called that a face mask.
Oh.
He was grabbing for anything he could get a hold of and wound up with a fistful of face mask, and it'll cost him 15. The give to Davis. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. They'll send the back in motion. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Hokies! And the beatdown has ensued.
Well, it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback. You saw it right there. He is dialed in. He's finding his one-on-one matchups. He's making good decisions, and he's been so accurate. Now, 4 TD passes in this one, and that's why his team is way up here late in the game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Fires on the move and wings it incomplete.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like, they're down on the other side. They have to throw the football. Only chance they have to get back in. I'm playing the pass every time, pinning my ears back and going to get the quarterback.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
He put some heat on that one down the middle. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to throw again. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy. And because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm of throwing the football. And that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the fourth quarter.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. Got a man. It's Anderson. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Trojans are moving quickly down the field. Scanning the field, it's Mayava. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Taking it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And they're able to get him down.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. The Hokies will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Right.
Come on, bro.
He just flat and dropped it on the crosser, and it'll be fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete. There is a man still down. It's a Hokie, and they'll stop play to check on him. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. Makes the grab over the middle. Breaks into the open. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
I got to be honest, as a guy that used to play for Steve Spurrier, I never have a problem watching offenses continue throwing the ball when they've got a big lead. And that's what we've seen in this one. They're way up on the scoreboard. This coach is still letting this guy chuck the rock. That now his fifth passing touchdown, and I believe you keep throwing it until the defense proves they can stop you.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complimentary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Right down the middle. Makes the grab, it's Bowman. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Fires to the middle. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. The defense gets it done with a huge interception return.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the fourth quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jordan. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield. It's Jordan. Fights off a defender. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, the inside give. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
And these are these moments as a defense, like, you're just trying to get out of the game. We're rotating, we're subbing, like, we've stopped them all game long. Like, they can run the football right here. The biggest thing is the clock ticking, us getting out of here with the dub, and really, everybody staying healthy.
And the Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Got enough for the first. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Trojans back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Rifles it down the middle. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost done.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down the open field. What a big gain for the offense.